team but most importantly, because you are the most important guest amongst all of us. Okay, no, voice it's an open space, so okay, but kita try to keep having the voice. Today as Ngwathe Municipality, just to come and say a few words. And the few words that we want to say is that kinako ele ya di exams, guys. And I highly know the exams, the butterflies, because now reality is starting to sink in. This is serious. There are those ones that were very much serious. But with that said, it's not the end of the world. Can pass their exam and progress to an institution of higher learning. But the only way that is going to happen is if you believe in yourselves while sitting here. I'm not sure, past 8 years, last year. I'm not sure. Can I do that last year? Yeah, let's so pressure. You've got pressure of making sure we retain a 100%. That's the goal. Pressure will make sure you retain 100%. But guys, with that said, I just want to share few words, few words of encouragement, few words of motivation. And the motivation that I came here with is that as much as it's your final exams, and we are going through a lot as individuals, some of you are sitting here today, you are looking very beautiful, uniform, but some of you are keeping up a smile. You are not fine. Some of you are sitting here today, you are expected to give your A game and get 100%, but how high, you don't know what is it that you're going to eat. Some of you, we have our parents that needs to support us our matric, but our parents do not understand the importance of education. Some of you are sitting here, how high? Why is my mother, my father, my sister, my brother not going to be drunk? How I can while I need to be on my book with my books. Those are the difficult situations that we face now. And some of you are sitting here, you are already depressed because of what is happening at back home. But because you are here today and you look as beautiful as you are, I must say, you look very nice. You're representing your schools very nice in terms of the uniform. You are very beautiful. So it means that you take your uniform and your school very serious. But uniform cleaning and representing my school is not going to make you pass your matric. What's going to make you pass your matric is only you and nobody else. You can attend the extra class, guys. You can attend extra classes, you can do all the things that your teachers are saying you must do. But mentally, if you are not ready, you will not make it. So firstly, you need to change your attitude if you have had a bad attitude. Secondly, you need to say, beyond the circumstances, I am going to make it. Because I have got a purpose, and my purpose is to finalize my matric here. No matter the peer pressure that you get amongst yourselves, How fita higher we want. And when you are alone, you have to reflect and say, these are my books. Am I going to pass this matric here? Or am I going to fail and become part of the stats? You are not going to pass matric for your parents, guys. You're not going to pass your matric for your friends. You need to pass your matric for yourself. And why you need to pass it for yourself is because you want to create a better future for yourself and nobody else. What I can tell you is that you can come from a poor family and think it's the end of the world. But it is only you that can change your situation at home. You can come from a rich family. Let me tell you something. Those riches are not yours. They are not yours. You need to create your own wealth as a person. Now there is a difference between rich and being wealthy. Do you guys know that? There are those ones that are rich. You see the difference between rich and healthy and wealthy is that with richness is that you will have the money today but you can lose it like this. But wealthy means that when I'm wealthy is that I'm financially stable, I'm mentally fine, I'm spiritually fine, I'm emotionally fine, and physically I'm fine. So that wealth does not go like this, guys. And you need to sit here and say, as a person, what is it that I want to create for myself? My matric. And I always advise people is to go for wealthiness. Because wealthiness means that you are fine, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And nothing can be taken away from you. Another important thing, guys, is that if you have not been supporting each other, it's time that you support each other during this period of the exams. You need to start caring for the other person. The exam standard for you guys to need to get 100%. It's going to need you to be team players. It is going to need you to take the one asukula, for you guys to get 100%. But what does that mean? It also means that you are caring enough. Your matric year and final exams is the time where you need to choose your final exams is going to determine whether you will just be someone that is sitting after matric, sit at home, be a gangster, or it will determine whether you will go and study further and change your life. Everything you do, you must not do it for us here. Do it for yourself. You have a purpose in life, and your purpose in life will only be defined by the time when you sit down and say, I'm going to write this final exam, and this is going to open up my doors, and it's going to take me to the destination that I want to go to. Some of us here could have said to you that you are not going anywhere, because now you are like this, you are like that, and people start to demotivate you. People are starting to write the script of your life and say you are going to be a nobody. It is time for you to show people that there is no such thing as a nobody. A nobody gets only created by the individual that wants to be a nobody. A nobody creates not because Victoria said to you, you are going to be nobody. It is created by yourself. You can go wherever you want to go. You are destined for great things. No matter how difficult it has been for you this year, you are destined for great things. And do not let anyone take that away from you. Not your mother, not your father, not your aunt, none of these counselors can take that away from you because you are somebody. You being here today, it is not because of us. will say that there is a purpose that has been created for us, you need to sit down and self-introspect and say, what is my purpose in life? If I have decided that I want to be in business, then let it be, because no one can say to you that you must go to school first because you want to be in business. There are those ones that are millionaires today that does not even have a certificate. But because they had an idea and they pushed for it, they are somewhere. Each one of you has got an opportunity to be accepted at the tertiary institution. But everything starts now in your matric here. The mistake every year is that you've got self-doubt. Why am I saying you've got self-doubt? It's because you want to wait for your final results to apply for an institution of higher learning. That is not how we do it. Your motivation comes from the fact that you already apply now to go to any institution that you want to go to. It is a lie that people can't get into Stellenbosch. If you want to go to Stellenbosch, one of the best institutions, it just wants you to work hard. You can enter there. It's a lie that you can't go to UCT. You can enter, you can be whoever you want to be. Only through hard work. That hard work, you can get it now. I've been moving and I've spoken to other kids for Fort and Bayveld yesterday. And I illustrated a story about a young man on TikTok, guys. You are all on TikTok. TikTok has some fan. TikTok can actually inspire you. Because there is this young man that was speaking about his matric year. This young man said, since his first term, he failed. The second one, he failed. The third one, he failed and went to jail. When he came back from jail, it was time to write his final exam. But he went, because he went and he wrote his final exams. By the time the results came out, he did not go and buy a newspaper. He didn't do it. Because everyone, the family and everyone has written him off because since he failed January. So he did not go and buy the paper at all, guys. His friends tried to call him. He had so many missed calls that day, but he did not want to answer the phone because now, according to him, it was like, oh, my friend is calling me because now over to break it. It is painful and I do not want to hear it. At least let me accept who I am. I am nothing, I'm a nobody, and they all know that. The friend knocked at the door and asked, and he came in and asked him, hey, did you buy the newspaper? He said to his friend, why should I buy this newspaper? For what? Why must I do it? Because already I know my results. The friend then said to him, are you sure you did not buy the newspaper? And he asked his friend, you came here to boost because of Basita. The friend said, yes, Basita. And the friend said to him, let me show you something in this newspaper. The friend then said to him, read, whose name is this? He said, but it's my name. The friend said, read, are you sure? He said to the friend, but it can't be. But this is my name. The friend then said to him, why didn't you answer the phone? Because we've been trying to call you. And he said to the friend, but because I knew I failed all this time, I did not think of the Koppies. Now when he furthermore looked into the newspaper, guys, and the age, the rugby polls, he even did not get an F. He went as far as getting a D. But you see, that's the thing, that we end up writing you off, thinking that you are useless. How do you get your final paper? It's only you and your final paper. There's no one else. Now what I'm saying is that even those ones that have been struggling with their studies, if you focus and you tell yourself and you speak positiveness into your life, You will ensure that you pass. Even those ones that has been getting the 100% won't believe, because this paper stick out my cards. That you know that all this year, superstar, I don't have to study. It will show you flames, even if you don't total at 100% all the year. So there is no one that is not allowed to not study. So all of you, and please do take, if there is some of you, take the story of this guy that says that even if Bakan Lashalakwan, now I'm going to get my matric certificate and I'm going to pass. You must also just appreciate all the work that your teachers have done. If they were actually just trying to encourage you to be the best, to be whoever you want to be. I speak about being the best and be whoever you want to be because for now it's something very personal. It's personal in a way that not all of us, today I'm called a mayor. I can be called a mayor today, but it's not that I had a nice life. I did not have a nice life. I decided that I'm going to define my life. I decided that. I come from a family where my mother works for the kitchen. So some of you might relate with me. That go haluna, your mom brings in an income, 1.5 monthly. That's where I come from. But I was determined to say that let me work as hard so that I can change where I come from and my background. I studied for my matric and I passed. I did not have money to go to an institution of higher learning. And I must also, something that I never say, I must also thank Ngwathe Municipality. I am the mayor of Ngwathe Municipality today, but Ngwathe paid for my registration fee to be able to go to an institution of higher learning. The very same municipality that I'm leading today. On top of that, I'm Koppies, engine and wimpy. Yes, I'm a product of engine and wimpy. Nah. I worked at Engine and Wimpy. I worked as a waitress. Every December when people would go out and have fun, I had to struggle and ensure that because we were better and get a degree or get some sort of a qualification, I had to work at Wimpy. Something that all of you, when you want to get somewhere in life, you need to work hard for it. It does not get the best life on a silver platter. You create your best life. Maybe some of you, you were in a little bana when I was serving maybe your parents and so forth. We wouldn't know. Some of the councillors might have passed me every day, how are you, sir? Are you well? Did you enjoy your tea? That's me. I come from that. And the tips that I would get, I would go and pay for my registration fee. But I would finish school. Some of us don't know what it is to be at school and enjoy. We had to find a part-time job and make sure that you will work on the mall. I worked at Bar Mall, guys, to finish my studies. So why I'm telling you about me, I cannot tell you about other people, but rather tell you about me because I've been here. I've walked the journey. Now I believe if I was able to take myself out of that situation, nothing can stop any one of you of being whoever you want to be. There is no one that can stop you. Beyond politics, beyond being a mayor, I'm a qualified auditor. Beyond that, I am currently still studying with all of you. Like you are studying, preparing for exams, I'm studying. They are sitting here, the MMCs and so forth. I told them by the time we must all have qualifications. Because we don't know what is going to happen. One day, some of you might own a big company and I might need a job. I can come and apply, go away. So please, with your matric, as and when you are sitting and writing there, think about who you want to become. Think about the fact that you come from Koppies. Like when Koppies, it's like it's a small town, and it looks as if there is no one that comes out of Koppies that becomes huge. One thing that I can tell you, you've produced millionaires, guys. Koppies. There are people from Koppies that are millionaires. You see them speaking there on international affairs. When you sit there and you realize and you are told, you're like, okay, this guy, but is he really from Koppies? And he is from Koppies. You've got kids that are highly qualified. You've got kids, but designer things here in Koppies. But on Koppies. They are here. People that are contributing to the economy of the country. But on Koppies. So you don't have to come from a big town, you don't have to come from Joburg to be someone. Most of the time, but what Babang big in these things, so you guys need to work hard. And I would encourage you guys, your motivation comes from an application. Not next year, now. The applications in the booth. We all have got phones again. So we can't use our phones for TikTok failure, guys. There are important things that we need to use our phones for. We need to use our phones to start applying for the institutions of higher learning that we want to go to. And those ones, don't have financial aid. NSFAS is assisting you. And you need to apply now. So that next year, you know what is happening with the office in Tawon? But you apply for applications of funds, registration fee. How a feature more, or concept proof of acceptance. Late application, guys, the reason why high is because they apply late. In this space, while you write your material, use it for applying for funds as well, so that you are able to go to school next year and you don't just sit here in Koppies. That is very important to change in that way. Now, as I'm coming to closure, I just got a small message that I want to share with you guys. And my message that I want to share with you, okay, I've got this card that I have in something that I want to give each one of you. On this card is my face and a message at the same time. Now, it's not just designed for the sake of designing. My face is there to show you that this girl that could have the circumstances started, not knowing what are they going to need, high, not having a father that drinks, having to lose a parent and your life is turned upside down because Hausana Chelet. This girl has been through all those things, and when you look at her, she is somewhere. In other words, it means you can go somewhere as well. That's my face. Every time when you look at it, just look at that to say that she went through all these things. She never had a nice life the way that people think it is. And then the message that I want to share with you is that I know that some of you already know the butterflies. There are those people who are literally. But I didn't know. So that message is for every one of us to say that exams are conducted to assess your talent and determination. Be confident and you will do well. Stop worrying about the day of the exams and instead prepare yourself for it. I am sure you will nail it. Take good care of your health, guys, during the exams. All the best. I wish you the best. I wish you best wishes for, in the card it says our exams. Normally someone will say your exams, ne? But in the card it says our exams. Our exams means I'm writing exams, but more importantly, I am with you, I'm supporting you. So with those words, I would like to say thank you very much for a chance. There are people that have supported you throughout this journey. Now my words to the education is the educators and vice principal. It's a word of gratitude. I just want to say strong leadership is a foundation of school success. And without you as principals and educators, without you that would not be possible, the strong foundation. Because of you, our learners are ready to face the exams with a positive attitude and are ready to make sure your schools are receiving a high pass rate. And I'm taking a commitment. So little pass a high pass rate, that is a chance. And then I just want to say thank you for inspiring these learners to achieve their dreams every single day. Thank you very much.
majorité de